Hello, you wonderful one. Welcome back to the seat of the Maloka. Last time we talked about the script, how the life we sometimes blame others for might actually be something we chose before we even took this birth, even though we forgot making that choice. Today, I want to talk about the beautiful tools we have, especially the mind. I believe the mind is the smartest tool we have, and it is also the most misunderstood. Pull up a chair. Let's begin. We spend so much energy fighting in our heads, trying to quieten it down. We sit in meditation hoping it will finally shut down. We make a choice, and then we spend days arguing with the voice telling us we made a mistake. We try to go after something we want, and the mind calmly lists every single reason it is going to blow up in our faces. And we call this sabotaging ourselves up. We call it fear. We call it block between us and the life we actually want. We also try positive thinking and we try to force ourselves into being confident. But the harder we swing, the stronger the pushback gets. Think of the mind like someone playing devil's advocate. It tells you all the things you cannot do, cannot have, cannot be. Not because it hates you, but because it is its job. It is the challenger. It is the voice that makes sure whatever you build is thought through with clarity. If the mind agreed with everything, if it said yes to every random thought or big dream without ever pushing back, what would you actually build? And what would you actually learn? Think about the things in your life that actually matter to you. The skills you learned, the projects you finished, the places you got to. How did you learn it? Did you have to push through a wall of doubt to get them done? The mind's job is to throw that wall up. It wants to test if you really mean it. It looks at your wild ideas and says, okay, you want to change your life? Prove it. Let's see how much you really want this. The problem is that when the mind gets into the full devil's advocate mode, it gets mean. It knows the right place to poke because it has a list of every single time you got hurt or failed in the past. It takes your old data and uses it like a weapon against you. That is why it is so exhausting. But there is another side to this. The mind doesn't only think like the challenger, it also thinks like your savior. It wants to keep you safe and cozy inside what it already knows. Whatever has worked for you before, it has recorded it. Everything that keeps you from getting hurt, it remembers exactly where that is. And it wants you to stay inside it because outside of it, it cannot promise you won't get hurt. I have learned there is a huge difference between knowing what the mind is doing and being completely trapped by it. And the first rule is stop trying to win that argument. The mind is a professional arguer. You are not going to beat it. Every single time you throw logic back at it, it finds more logic. Every time you try to silence it, it gets even more louder. The fight itself is the fuel to keep it running. When you argue back, you are validating it. You are sitting at the table playing a game it invented. You say, no, I'm smart enough to do it. And the mind replies, remember 3 years ago when you failed at the other thing? And just like that, you are trapped in the loop. What actually works is just acknowledging it, saying, I hear you, I see what you're doing right now, but I want to take this chance and then do the thing anyway. Just make a choice and stick to it. This is what really means to make peace with your head. It is not about reaching some permanent state of inner peace that wellness gurus promise. Nobody walks around with an empty head 24/7. That isn't how humans are built. It is just learning to recognize the voice for what it is. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're driving a car down the highway and you've got a nervous passenger in the back seat. They're shouting out every single hazard. Watch out that truck. And are you sure we are on the right road? Oh, wait. We are going too fast. Slow it down, slow it down. And if you turn around and engage with them, possibility is you are going to crash. And if you pull over and let them take the driver's seat, you probably will never get where you're going. So what do? You keep your hands on the wheel, eyes on the road, and you let them talk. But you don't really give it the attention that it is asking for, and you keep driving. Mind is that passenger, but you are not your thoughts. You are the person sitting in the driver's seat. So here is what I want to leave you with today. What has your mind been telling you lately? Is it bringing up the fear? Is it whispering about all the ways things could go wrong? I invite you to just observe them and see what they are really doing for you. Thank it for trying to keep you safe in the only way it knows how, and then move anyway. Thank you for spending this time with me today. As always, I'm keeping you in my heart, and I look forward to sharing another conversation with you very soon. So much love to you.